What's up? Welcome back. Another episode of Turn Up the Mic. I'm Chris. To my right, I got Roy.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah. And we got a special
Damn.
guest in the house, Jenny B. Go and introduce yourself. Tell
What's
people.
going on, everyone? Name's Jenny B from San Antonio, Texas.
Nice. And you do music. It's a different genre from a lot of people that we've interviewed. I want to say R&B artists. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Rappers, but you're like the first, I guess, dance. Would you say it's dance or
Yeah, it's like a mixture between dance, EDM,
Yeah.
pop. It's like something that you could play at a festival, but still at the same time, like at a pop concert or something.
Yeah.
It gives me like when I heard this, I'm like, I can hear this on like a David Guetta album.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very fresh. So you're like you're pretty much our first dance genre based artist.
I'm honored.
Yeah. And the music was pretty good too, so it's good to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So how was your week today or this week, Roy?
It was a long week, man.
Okay.
Had to do a lot of stuff this week, so
Okay.
it's the weekend though.
Yeah.
Weekend starts today.
How's your week going since last week was the storm, right?
Snow apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting better. It's back to normal, I guess. You know, everything's starting to just. It was a bit of a panic, but I think the whole city was there.
Yeah.
But we made it through. So just one day at a time.
We did, man. My yard is already green, ready to cut. I'm like, we just had snow.
It's like it never happened.
Yeah,
like,
it just went to sleep.
Yeah, it's
Just went
wild.
to sleep.
Did that affect you at all last week, or were you good? Like, did you try to record or anything
Oh no,
like that?
I couldn't leave.
Did you have power?
I had power. We lost power for one day for a few hours, but we were pretty
Okay.
lucky. We never lost hot water.
Nice.
And then, like I said, when we did lose power, my husband and my dad are like camping.
Nice.
So they had all the
They're
tools and
ready.
everything, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we only lost water like for a night, but we had power the whole time.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's important
Yeah.
because there was a lot of people that weren't so lucky.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was sucked like hearing people talk about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're back.
And
though.
then they asked
Right.
you, and you're like, "Oh, I did mine."
Yeah. I'm like,
wasn't that bad.
about that.
Because I get our chat. I was like, man, I haven't had water like in 3 days, and then someone else was like, I didn't have power. Chris is like, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not to offer anything.
It's not that bad. But yeah, some music dropped yesterday,
Mhm.
but it felt like a lot of like re-releases. So
It was a lot of re-release.
Chloe and Haley released. It's like a re-release of Ungodly
Oh,
Hour.
yeah.
It was like the Chrome edition. So basically, I think it was two. You said
Those
two songs?
tracks. Yeah.
Two songs.
They were really good though, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the era of deluxe albums. I don't know why.
Mhm.
Like, we started noticing deluxe albums the last
like
year.
towards the end of last year.
Yeah, but now it's getting like every week it's deluxe album,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, I don't understand why, unless the content is strictly like involves around the same story or whatever.
Yeah.
Why don't you just drop the singles or what have you?
Right.
Or you want to go off the hype of the name of the album.
Yeah. So
I
They
don't
could just
know.
be milking it.
Yeah.
If it
Basically-
did so good, they're like, well, let's do it again.
That's what
but
it
this
seems
time,
like.
let's change this letter.
That's what
you
it
know?
seems like. So Chloe and Haley re-released Ungodly Hour. Bryson Tiller dropped the Anniversary Deluxe. Neo
Make me chuckle.
Neo out of nowhere dropped In My Words the Deluxe 15
year.
Anniversary Edition.
Bro, it was
All
it
this was on
bad.
Friday.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Freddie Gibbs also dropped on Friday.
I didn't listen to Freddie Gibbs.
83 track deluxe album.
Do you listen to Freddie Gibbs?
Mm-mm.
Me
That's,
neither.
but
That's
that's
good.
crazy.
That's
80,
good. Yeah.
83 tracks. That's
Yeah.
some Chris Brown stuff right there.
Nah. I don't listen to Freddie Gibbs, but I
Mm.
probably wouldn't listen to that either.
I don't think he's music for you.
No.
No.
So yeah. So with your music, how long have you been making music?
Professionally, I've been doing music since I was like 15, 16.
Okay.
Like in the studio as far as like taking it serious and actually doing something on my own, it's been about 4 years.
4 years. Okay.
Because before it was like a family project. My family is all musically inclined.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Whether
That's
you
different.
sing or you play instruments, but yeah, I was like, you know what? And funny about that too is like I had a baby and everything. And so
Okay.
I thought like, okay, the career's over because, I was
Yeah.
in that mentality where it's like, oh, you have a kid and your life's over.
Yeah.
No, my husband's like, no, we're not doing that.
So it's like
good,
a
though.
good support system.
Oh, he is complete. My husband, shout out to Marshall. He's like literally my backbone to everything. Every time I have a fear about something, he's like, why are you being like this right now? Like, you're doing it to yourself. Literally, like, he was like, go into the gym if you have to get your self-confidence up. That's what you got to do. Like, but he's like, we're gonna get you some lessons, like him and my dad. And as for being a husband, he's real supportive. I mean, obviously, like, I wear things that most wife/mothers wouldn't wear. But he knows that's part of the business. Like, and it's my style, It's who I am.
It's
really good to have that support system. He was saying it's important.
It's needed in this industry. If you don't, you're gonna go insane and pull a Britney and some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
2007.
Yeah.
So you dropped a couple of singles last year, like 2020. You dropped "Stop Me."
Yeah.
That I call it a sampling because it's like 5 songs or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I really liked every song.
Thank you.
We were talking about it before you came in, and he felt "Stop Me" was like one of his favorite songs.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, like, for me, it's hard to say because each one has like their own vibe to it,
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick for me.
I like
which
Stop
one
Me
I like
because I
better.
think Stop Me has the best chorus.
Yeah.
Because you catch yourself singing it without even realizing it.
Right. It's just like one of those, you can't stop me now.
Yeah. And then I forgot what other song it was, but you were like, I have these itsy bitsy sliders in my DMs.
Yeah.
I was
funny.
like, that is slick. It's like one of those things that you say and it gets stuck in your head, like that little saying.
Yeah.
So that was like stuck in my head for like a couple of days now. Like, that's one of my favorite
I'm so
songs
happy
too.
you guys liked them.
Yeah, it's a pretty good project.
Thank you.
Was it the same producer throughout the whole project? Or
yes, Clef is all over that.
I keep hearing him. He's everywhere.
He's going everywhere.
Oh my god!
The kid is going places.
Back on the show.
We have had him on the show, right? I gotta meet him again.
He's it was at some concert. It was in the RV. Remember?
Dang, we interviewed like
I lost count.
Like 10 to 12 people that day, so everybody started blurring. So we got to get him back on the show.
No.
I like good things about him.
I was telling him my favorite beat was it Dancing in the Dark. The towards the end it has like this 8-beat like video game kind of breakdown.
Yeah.
And when I heard it, I was like, oh man, that's dope. Like I like that switch up at the end.
Yeah.
It was closing. I don't know where that came from, but that was dope. Like that kept me like I was like, okay, like I repeated that part. It was great.
Yeah. So with your songs, it doesn't sound like you have an issue with range. So I know you said you had got like practice and lessons and stuff. Did that help, or what did they like help you with?
Yeah. So I feel like this topic's real like sensitive for people that are artists, music, and stuff, because I feel like they're like, oh, I like this mentality where they don't. I could sing, but I couldn't like control it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you can hold a note,
Yeah.
but can you control it?
Okay.
Can you go from a lower note to like build up to the high one?
Yeah.
I'm not so much talking about riffs, but like actually going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it helped me with that. It helped me with my breathing, because when I perform, I hate standing in one spot.
Okay.
I am even with like Water on Mars, the most dramatic ballad I have, like I'm very much with my hand movements. I'm trying to, I can't stand there. So I had to learn how to breathe while dancing.
Okay.
Which is like a very hard technique, but it's learnable, if you got it,
I saw on IG you had you're performing, you had choreography too, right?
Yes.
So that's pretty interesting. Like I don't know a lot of singers that do that. So that's good.
Thank you. Yeah.
And that's good to know, like you got training, because we talk about artists like The Weeknd. For me, I feel like he can't perform live.
No.
So it's hard.
I love him, but no.
Yeah.
You can't breathe.
No.
He's not even moving though.
Bro, it's like it's the suit has buttoned up too tight or
Maybe.
something.
Like,
he's got a point.
it's like artists like that, he sings good, but like live can improve.
Right.
So with you, it was just like controlling it more.
Yeah,
more
controlling it, controlling the breathing, finding the breathing. Just things of that nature. And it's the littlest things. Even so I also get training from Jay Vera.
Okay.
And vocal lessons, because he's also showed me that you could reach higher notes like Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande, but it's a matter of how you position your mouth.
Okay.
Instead of saying A's, you can say and it's like it's so much easier to open up and open up and just belt out the higher notes. So
Yeah.
little things like that people
That's
don't
cool.
know about. They don't think about those things, and it can make such a difference on your career if you get some lessons. So get lessons
Yeah.
because it's so
It just
important.
adds to the craft on that.
Yeah.
So that's
How
cool of
long
him.
have you
So
been?
Yeah,
How
he's
long
so
have you
he's
been
gonna be
doing
here
it?
on the show in 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
He's great. He's such
He's
a
gonna be
great.
here,
He's
one
in
of
love.
those.
I love him.
Yeah. How long have you been taking lessons and like practicing it and everything?
Um, probably about 2 years with another vocal coach, but now that I kind of a little bit more stable, I try to just do my own little warm-ups and stuff like that.
Nice.
But when I'm struggling, of course, I have no problem reaching out to Jay Vera and be like,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
break this down for me.
Yeah.
And he does in a matter of like 1, maybe 2 sessions. I have it, no problem.
Yeah.
Breathing
cool.
fine. Like, it's ridiculous. So reach out to him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's pretty dope.
One thing I liked about the EP is that you understood like what you were trying to do, because some songs like you showed your range,
Mhm.
and some you just kind of went with the beat and all that,
Right.
which I liked. Like you didn't, it wasn't what say showing off, I guess, and
Mhm.
say like you had a nice, what's it called, even throughout the whole EP. You let the words speak for themselves.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I can sing, but I don't like to like. It's like when you go to parties and people are like, "Oh, you can sing," like, "Yeah," you start
Yeah.
singing. No, like
Yeah.
I hate. Even my mom, she every time we have a family get together, and she's like, "Go sing a song," and
Do
I'm
some
like,
runs, do
"No,
some
I
runs."
want to just hang out, mom." Like she gets so mad because like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
sing
be
some
that.
songs.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to be that artist where it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna expect them to like want me to sing." Like they
Right.
know it,
Yeah.
So yeah, Water on Mars was the only ballad so far that I was like, you know what? I don't want people thinking that like, oh, she can just like whisper the sauciness in the song. She can't actually sing. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So let me just put this out now before y'all even start.
Yeah.
Because the people are like that.
Yeah.
Look at
They
Billie
are.
Eilish. Like,
For real, that's exactly who I thought. They're like, she can't
people
sing,
attacked
she
her.
whispers.
Yeah.
You thought that with Billie Eilish?
No, like she really had a whole
Yeah.
like anti-following that said all she does is whisper.
Really?
Yeah, she had
Mm.
this whole thing. So like subtly, she didn't say why she did it, but she released like an IG video of her singing acoustically.
Yeah.
We all knew why she released it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, we
like,
know.
I don't whisper.
And then she had. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
good. Go ahead.
She had also did like a live performance. I think it was like the MTV Awards,
Yeah,
and she was like holding out some notes. Boy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
But what you're talking about, it just makes the artist kind of like, I got to do this now because you don't think so.
Mhm.
And I think it's good he jumped ahead of it by releasing the songs, the show ranges and all that.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's pretty dope. And then the other album that drops, as far as Friday music drops, was Currency, Collection Agency. What did you think about it? I only listened to it because Roy
I
brought
didn't
it
like
up.
it at all. Currency's
Ooh.
normally like, he's just a 7, like solid, like expectation. He meets expectations. He doesn't really exceed them. He gives you Currency.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know, it just felt incomplete. He felt like he melded in. The beats were overpowering him. He didn't rap on beat sometimes.
Yeah.
I was very unimpressed with it.
Yeah, so I didn't like it either. Currency, he's a rapper, so he normally makes like chill beats, like chill raps and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's also done music with Wiz Khalifa, right?
Yeah.
They do a lot of like collabs together. So, it's good chill music. But for this one, it felt like he was old. Like he was having a
Stop.
hard
For
time
real. He
keeping
was
up with the
droughty,
beat.
like I said. Like
He sounded out of breath at times. It
Yeah.
was bad. No, I didn't like any of it.
A solid no.
It was a no. Like some,
Nah.
and I can tell he was trying something, because at the end of like a lot of the verses, I didn't know what he said at the end.
Ooh.
So I was like,
A little bit of mumbling.
Yeah, I like.
I hate
He's
that.
like, what rhymes with this?
Yeah. He's like, we can mumble again, right?
Yeah, so I gave this one a 4. I
Wow.
wasn't impressed. It's not good.
Yeah.
What'd you
But
give it?
I gave it like a 2.
Oh.
Okay.
But it's okay. Currency, you have a new album in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's one of those artists that are like future, like I guess beginning of their career future, where he used to put out a lot of music at once.
Yeah.
Currency's like that as well. So he'll probably drop like,
But he just never stopped. He's at the end of his career. He
he'll-
still does
he'll probably put out like 10 albums next month.
Yeah.
Stop.
He puts out a
it.
lot of
He
music.
puts out a lot. He's
And
like he's like Gucci in those 4 years where he just did like
Yeah.
100 album
And
projects.
they're not samplers, they're like full projects too.
Yeah.
So he just puts them all out.
Wow, he's got a lot to say.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
I don't know if there's a lot to say right now, but
Yeah.
that's why it's just sometimes you need space.
Yeah, I guess.
And then switching to sports, there's a lot of quarterbacks that are currently on the move right now still. So you got Russell Wilson. He's like the latest quarterback that most likely might or might not be on the move.
Mhm.
Do you think he's going to be starting
He's gonna be starting this
with Seattle?
Yeah.
Jose, what do you think? I don't know if anybody knows this, but Jose is back for the day.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello. Russell Wilson, one of my twins, if I grow my hair out.
Who lied to you?
A lot of people lie to me, Roy. A lot of people lie to me. He's going to stay in Seattle, but he's not going to be happy about it.
You think he's going to start in Seattle?
Yeah.
Does this feel like an official I want to leave or just like a soft leave?
A soft because remember, he's also the only one that's on the market but not on the market because he has a trade clause.
Deshaun Watson, I think, has that too.
I don't think so.
Who is it? Who else got that?
They both have it.
They do got it. Okay.
So I don't think he's gonna approve something that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
But compared to Watson,
course.
Watson's just I want out. Like he don't care at this point. Like that other meeting they said he had, he's just giving the hell out.
Yeah. Who do you think is more? Because Watson hasn't demanded a trade yet either, has he?
Yes.
He did?
Yeah.
He did demand one?
Yes.
When this happened? Today? I don't think he demanded.
Yes.
Trade. Jose didn't confirm.
No, he did.
He
Watson,
did?
Deshaun,
like
Watson.
couple like a month ago.
When this happened?
About?
Jenny, welcome to the sports section of this.
Yeah.
Like I said, he doesn't. You see?
I guess we follow different players. Wow, I didn't know that. So, who do you think's more likely? Do you think they're going to trade him?
Yeah, no, he said he's not playing for Houston.
I saw that he's willing to pay like $3 million before.
He's not playing.
Where'd you
Houston.
find that figure? Just
bro?
It was a meme. It was
Bro,
on.
it was a meme.
It was a meme. It was on one of the Facebook.
It was an unverified meme.
Yeah, he said he's willing to pay like $3 million in fines to not play.
I like that specific number. That's the inside
Yeah,
reporting.
it sounds very specific, but yeah.
I think you answer your question on when you ask who's not going to play for their team. If he's willing to pay fines, the Texans are going to trade him.
So you think if they don't trade Wilson, he's going to play?
They're going to trade him.
Russell Wilson?
No, okay.
Yeah,
No, Wilson. Yeah, he's going to play.
Yeah. Man,
he doesn't have the mentality not to play. I don't think so.
He wants people to like him.
Yeah.
And he's not that kind of guy. Like he won't be like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out."
Yeah.
He'll just be like, "It'd be really cool if we can get out of here and make something work."
He's like, "Since I'm still here, let's make the best of it, guys."
He's like, "No, okay, see you Sunday."
Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry.
So with Russell Wilson, they asked him. Well, he's named 4 teams that he would like to play for. They were New Orleans, Las Vegas, and Chicago. So which one
Why
of
are you
those?
leaving out the Cowboys?
Which one of those?
You said 4 teams, but you named 3.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same exact thing. I was
This
like,
guy
"All right,
does
bet."
not know how to report sports.
do
He doesn't know how to count. He's throwing up numbers.
Which one of those 3 teams do you think he'll play? Which one would you think he would work better on?
Well, from what I've heard, is the Cowboys, based on the cap and everything, it would be pretty impossible for him to be on the team.
So out of New Orleans, Las Vegas, or Chicago, those 4 teams, which ones do you think he would be better on?
Las Vegas,
What's wrong with New Orleans?
nothing. But I think he'll be better in Vegas.
Chicago is the fun one.
Yeah.
Chicago's the fun one because they have like super rowdy fans.
It's too cold.
They have that's true. It is too cold, but Seattle's too rainy. But they have super rowdy fans. They've never had a good quarterback. Russell Wilson would step in and be the best quarterback in Bears history immediately.
But
So
I mean, what's that saying about the team? Who has the best team for him to go to?
Yeah, that doesn't make your
that
point.
defense is good. I mean, people say Mr. Trubisky's
He's
that bad.
an offensive player. I don't know if you know.
I thank you. I did know that,
Why
but
are you
know,
rude?
Roy,
He said,
I'm ready to
answer the
fight.
question.
You. Let's
He's
go.
asking today.
He said,
I'm
answer the
sorry you had to
question.
come in on this day.
This is entertaining.
He didn't take his Snickers.
I
my
actually had
God.
a cookie before the show. Jose gave me
Oh
one.
my
Yeah, I have
god.
snickerdoodles. By the way,
Yeah.
for after the show.
Yeah.
There you go. Not
He's
even
like-
snickerdoodles; they're tag-alongs, but whatever.
Yeah.
But no, he'll be the best
Oh,
quarterback there, and the Bears would be the best team out of there if he actually went there.
Immediately?
I mean,
Like,
they would be
whoa,
of
buddy.
the three teams that the Roy listed or whoever listed them.
Yeah.
If Russell Wilson joined the Bears over those teams, they'd be the best.
Okay. Well, we shall see.
What team think he'll be the best on?
I think Las Vegas. That seems to be.
But
Well,
you're questioning me when I said he said.
Yeah, he's like, what's wrong with the
Yeah,
sentence?
Yeah, I was asking.
So I was expecting him
Yeah.
to come to New Orleans.
No.
That's what he does.
No, I think Saints are gonna have a different quarterback. I think what's his name's gonna be retiring.
He just needs to announce it already. Like,
yeah.
come on.
You had posted that he announced it, but then you retracted it. I
Because
don't.
he announced it, but 2 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
a,
you.
little premature, right?
It was the same source you got the $3 million from.
Okay.
Again, this is the turn up the mics portion
Oh my
of
God.
sports. This is great. I love this.
And then getting away from football, basketball. So the Nets are on this historic winning streak without KD. Do you think they're better with Harden, or is it because they're finally peaking at the right time?
They're finally peaking. Like, they're just clicking.
On the groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good at basketball.
Yeah.
It helps when you have 3 of the top 10 players.
Well, but what he's saying, KD hasn't played for 6
Yeah, because Harden
games.
hasn't. Harden. I mean, KD's been out for like 8 games, right?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been out for a
6
minute,
or-
but I mean,
And
why do you
they're
need
on
him?
They're on a winning streak, and Harden's there. By process of elimination, if Harden's on the team, KD's out. They're winning a lot of games. Is
I don't
Harden?
think they
Is
would.
Harden the key?
I don't think they would have lost. Yeah, Harden is the key, but I don't think like was I was hearing that if KD played, they might have lost a couple of the games or something. No, not at all.
When KD was on the team before Harden got there, they were losing a lot of games.
Maybe they just got together though.
Yeah.
Have they won since Harden? Have they lost since Harden's been there?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, let me rephrase it. Okay, so you answer that. So since Harden has been there and KD's been out, have they lost a game?
Yes.
They have?
Yeah.
Really?
They're I think 10 to 12 in the last.
Was it
12
the
I
games.
love
first
this.
game?
This is
Huh?
my favorite.
Was it the first game?
I don't know what game exactly.
He's talking about pudgy Harden. I'm talking about like in shape Harden.
You can't change the question. Like
I'm just getting more specific.
Go Spurs, go! Right?
no one's Spurs fans here, bro. You're by yourself. It's okay.
I'm definitely not a Spurs fan. So.
Okay, so
Same.
no one.
You know who I'm a fan of, Roy. You know.
Yeah.
Who's this team? You don't know.
It's, Boston.
There you go.
Are you from that area? Because you like everything over there.
No, I was born in Venezuela. Shout out to Venezuela, gang.
Wow.
But I grew up in Virginia, so
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah. See,
Makes
I'm a
sense.
big fan of V states and countries.
Do you like Trey Songz?
I don't know who that is. Here, Jenny, here's this fun fact about me.
Virginia.
I don't know.
Is he?
I think so.
Oh, he's not a hero, obviously.
No.
Virginia.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I don't
Pusha
know
T, then.
shit about music. Guys, can I tell you guys something I learned about music this past week?
What?
I learned that Daft Punk is a duo and not a band or a solo artist. I did
Really?
not know
You
that.
found out about like
Yes.
the separate. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
You didn't know that?
So-
I had no idea.
When we first met him like a couple years ago, we didn't believe he didn't have like the basic music knowledge until he would prove it over and over. He'd be like, I never heard of them.
Stop.
Yeah, for real.
it.
The
Are
only
you
per-
under a rock?
The only person he knows is Kanye West, which is I'm good with. So
Yeah.
That's
He watches sports and
Why
gambles.
just Kanye?
I like Himes. He's
Power.
very good. Yeah, Power. I guess.
Oh.
Power's a gambling song.
All right.
I also here's
It
more,
is.
more
It is.
discoveries.
No one man.
I learned about Sam Cooke recently too, so I'm in my bag, guys. Don't you worry.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that change gonna come Sam Cooke? Which Sam Cooke
Yeah,
was that?
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Born
yeah,
by River Sam Cooke?
yeah.
Wow.
I'm in my bag, guys.
Where
I
were
know a
you
little
at when
thing.
you learned about Sam Cooke?
Yeah,
That's an
I
old
want to
guy.
hear these stories now.
So I watched a movie. It's on Amazon Prime. It's One Night in Miami. It's Sam Cooke,
Okay.
Malcolm
Oh, yeah,
X,
yeah.
That makes sense.
Muhammad Ali. Yes, that guy, and Leslie Odom Jr. I have a physical man crush on him.
Really?
Yes, like I'd risk it all for Leslie.
I
you,
guess.
you don't hear too many people like
Admit to
admitting
that.
that.
Yeah.
It's-
No, I'll
it's
say
you.
it
Yeah.
openly.
You-
Leslie, I'll risk
Yeah.
it all. No
Yeah.
problem.
I
His
can't-
voice.
I can't listen to him because every time I hear him sing, I think of the Nationwide song because he got started on there.
Stop.
And
it.
yeah, it doesn't.
Well, that hurts my feelings.
I
I,
can't
think of
listen to him.
Hamilton, and I now think of Sam Cooke.
He did he was
think of Nationwide.
he was in another movie and I thought he was pretty good, but like every time he talked, I was like, I
Man,
need
but it took that
insurance.
movie for you to know who Sam Cooke is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the movie, and I was like, I know all three of these guys, and then there was Sam Cooke. I was like, I had fucking no idea who this was.
He's watching the movie,
You
at
gotta
home,
Google it,
Googling.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was actually after. I was like, Sam Cooke. And then I realized I didn't know he died like 2 years after the movie was made or whatever. I was like, damn, who would
Wasn't
have
it just made?
Yeah.
No,
I
like
think
in the
it came out
movie, in
last
the real
year.
life.
Oh,
okay.
Real life.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, the movie basically is about how all four of these black historical figures all met up in a hotel room after a fight that Muhammad
Oh.
Ali won, and they basically were just like,
Wow.
hey, we need to get our shit together as a race and let's do this,
Oh.
this, and this, and then they just got it all together and it was nice.
That's a good summary.
yeah.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
That
I've
was about.
seen it, but I've never.
I haven't seen it yet.
Again, you guys should watch it, and the soundtrack's fire, and Leslie Odom Jr. and Sam Cooke are fire.
It's hard to get him to watch the movie because he doesn't watch trailers, which is
Him?
weird.
Yeah.
He
You
doesn't
watch
watch.
trailers?
No,
He-
it tells
he-
too much of the movie.
He closes his eyes after like 10 seconds,
If
which I don't know why.
If you I don't know if you probably haven't. So if a trailer's coming on, close your eyes and listen to it and tell me if you remember it. You can't. It's impossible.
He'd be like a kid, like watching it, like in the
Like
in
a
the
nude
theaters,
scene?
in the previews, the whole previews. He's like that.
Yeah.
What?
I can't because every time I watch a trailer, it puts the whole movie together, and I like watching movies. So when I go to watch the movie, I'm like, oh, this part's coming up, So
Oh,
it just
yeah.
gives away too much, and
I
they're too
understand that.
long.
Yeah, I can understand that.
They're
I
too
do get
long.
off too much, especially like lately. I'm a huge horror fanatic.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
I love horror, gore,
Yeah.
blood, like
Yeah.
demons. I love it. But
Yeah.
I'm scared, but I love it.
I don't know
And-
why we're like this.
What?
It's weird.
But I hate that lately they've been doing that. Like they'll literally give all the pop outs like
Yeah.
during the trailer, and then the movie comes out being trash. So.
Do you like The Conjuring?
Yes.
Are those scary for you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Conjuring 2 just came out on
Did it?
Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Netflix.
Yes.
And it's still scary.
Yeah, no,
Probably-
I love The Conjuring. The Nun was so disappointing to
Yeah,
me.
it was.
Annabelle was the first one was good. The second one was trash.
They're dropping them like
They're
Chucky
dropping
dolls.
them.
I don't know how many they're on now. Is it
Yes.
like on the 4th or 3rd one?
I feel like they're past like the Marvel
Yeah.
like lineup. Like
it's
we are
so
past
many.
like
Like, how many movies they got? All right, we got to follow up.
It's
yeah,
so
we
many of
gotta.
them.
And they're
Wait.
dropping another one like of each one this year. So the Nun, Annabelle,
Really?
and Conjuring are all dropping.
They all
Again?
are getting
Re-dropping,
sequels.
yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, I
Couldn't be me.
like horror movies.
I'm not a fan of that genre. It's because I feel like everything's just the anticipation, and sometimes it's so ruined by music and stuff. Like you know what's coming.
right?
I'm like, I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen here, and it's just like
Yeah, but
takes away the
sometimes when it does,
excitement.
it's like, oh,
Yeah,
was
like
scary.
who doesn't flinch?
but it looks ugly.
I really
Yeah,
don't.
He went to prison, so like
So-
not
well,
not a lot scares him. So, like-
just throw this
like,
I think
For a while.
I
so-
just met them, so this is news to me.
Yeah.
well,
No,
the
no,
real
come
reason
on.
why I think
Public
is 'cause-
record. Hit
what's
licks.
those little what's it called like newspapers you can buy at the gas station that has all
Kites?
the mug shots.
Yeah.
No.
Bro, you don't. Oh, that you said you ain't. That's why you don't.
Were
listen
you
to
in there?
Currency.
What are you getting
So,
to?
Nothing. Never mind.
He's like, I was
He
there.
definitely
But-
was in there.
Yeah,
Roy was
I was on
like,
the front
like,
cover,
he's
actually.
he's like, I didn't smile. What are you doing?
But yeah, I don't like that genre. I think it's because when I grew up, I did not watch horror movies whatsoever.
Okay.
So how
So-
don't they scare you?
They don't scare me.
He was a good child. They didn't need to do
That's
that.
wild.
Like I seriously did not watch
And
horror
then
movies
he
until
went
like
to
probably like
prison.
15, 16 when I first started watching. And by that point, I'm like, this isn't scary.
Right.
I still haven't watched any.
So like the
None?
only
Oh, that doesn't really surprise me.
You don't watch
Yeah.
Wow, damn. Does that tell a
It's
lot
'cause-
about
no,
me? Shit.
because it's if you don't know music,
you
it's
only
very
know
easy
Kanye.
to believe
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's hard not to know like some of these music. Like it's
Yeah.
hard. Like
They
'Cause
kind of
it's
go hand in
everywhere.
hand.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy. You don't watch horror movies though?
No, I watched one through closed eyes because my girlfriend told me not to be a bitch, and then we became exes after that, I guess.
Oh
So,
my god.
I can
Through
imagine
closed
that
eyes.
conversation.
yeah, she's like, I was like,
Wow.
are we really about to watch a scary movie? She's like, yeah, don't be a bitch. I was like, ah. And then that's
Oh,
how it
you
is.
poor thing.
Yeah, thank you.
But I would have
Again,
said the same thing.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely deserved it, but whatever.
That's crazy.
The only thing like horror I like is American Horror Story.
But that's not horror.
No, it's
that's
not.
just
That's-
good
'cause it-
TV.
But
Yeah.
it has a good plot.
No, seriously though,
But
like
it's not.
American
Plot.
Horror Story is
It's
super
more of
good.
a it's
Yeah.
more of a
For a series.
suspenseful type
Right.
movie,
Yeah.
but it's not horror.
It's not
It's not. But I think that's
It's
what lacks
edgy.
in horror movies. Is
Edgy.
It's
plot.
not
Good
horror
word.
though.
like the hotel one.
Yeah.
That first episode where that creature came out, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
that was crazy. Like I was surprised I was watching this on
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah. They
like
it's
what?
about
The first
ethics.
ones are really good, like Hotel Asylum and all that, and like the asylum and all that. Like the story's just twisted.
They're so twisted.
Yeah,
That's the whole just the
I
they
like.
should get sued. Like,
I like
FCC
story
should be
stuff.
on them.
they really
Like this is
should.
not cable. They got commercials and they're playing
Yeah.
this.
yeah.
yeah.
While the guy was getting raped by
Yeah.
the guy with attachable something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bro,
what
that was like
was.
that was cringy. Like when it was, I was like,
Very
No,
very
it's
traumatizing.
okay. So I'm a very extra person, and it takes a lot to like shock me,
Yeah.
or to like have me stand there and forgot that I was cooking something like in shock.
Yeah.
And that was one of the like
Yeah.
the episodes that
That'll do it.
Yeah.
wow. They almost burned my house down, American Horror Story. Dude.
And it's on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. They definitely
They should
push
have left
it.
it like on a HBO night.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's more appropriate.
Yeah, they definitely push it.
Imagine how much worse it would be on HBO though.
Yeah. If y'all are doing this with
Pornhub.
commercials,
So, right.
like wild. But yeah, so with your you have an album coming up?
I have a single coming out.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
And
it
it's
gonna
with-
be on an album?
No.
It's just a regular
This
single?
is just
Okay.
like on
Is
its
it the
own.
collab that you were talking about?
Yes.
Who's it with again?
Jasmine Crow.
Jasmine Crowe.
Yes. She is a Billboard artist.
Really?
Out of LA.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did y'all meet or link up?
So my management actually work with a team called Co-Stars in LA, and she works with them as well. So as soon as I came on board with Studio 1601, my management team here in San Antonio, Texas, they sent, they start sending out music to LA. Their connections, and Co-Stars is one of them. And right off the bat, my first one I had sent out was Dancing in the Dark, because that was like my technically first single.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they like loved it so much.
Right.
And they had just been following me. I followed back from there. And I guess just watching from afar, like what vibe I was going for, what me and Clef were working on and stuff, they suggested to my team, like, hey, you should try to get her to work with Jasmine, because like Jasmine's also a vibe as well.
Okay.
And from there on, it's just been like an awesome ride. I mean, Jasmine's amazing. You should go follow her at Jasmine Crow
Yeah.
on
Nice.
Instagram. And she's great. She's very colorful. She's her vocals and her lyric writing is top tier. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. And she's quick. So, I mean, that's very hard to find these days.
That's what I've heard as well.
Has social media help, like being an artist? How does social media help with like connecting with other artists and kind of looking at the social media and kind of see what type of vibe they are and all that?
Yeah. So lately, I don't know. I kind of feel like, I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but I feel like people have fallen off of that. Like, as an artist, like I've gone through people's like Instagrams and stuff.
Mhm.
And I know I've always been told this because it's very important, like for my team, but like your page has to look like you're an artist.
Okay.
Like, you can't, I mean, no one's to tell you like what you cannot put on your
Yeah.
page, but like some people, I guess, because of the pandemic, like just straight off. So it's kind of been hard to see like, okay, is this person like a serious like
Yeah.
artist? Like, when they want to reach out for collab, you got to remember they're going to want to look at the person you're reaching out to is going to want to look at your page to
Yeah.
see like, okay, are they like 100%
Yeah.
through doing this, or are they like,
Just have-
they playing video games on the side? And
Yeah.
doing
I
this.
guess
no
people have
tea, no
been home
shade.
all day,
Like,
and people
yeah.
are home all day.
rapping.
So
Yeah, no, I mean it's true, but I mean the pandemic
Yeah.
happened for me too, but I'm still trying to find what I can do to
Yeah.
get my career going and stuff.
and I agree in that, because when I look at artists, before I listen to them, if I come across them on like Instagram or
Yeah.
something, I look at their page and kind of see what they're about,
right.
and then I'm like, oh, I like this, and I'll click on like the tree link, and then takes me to
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
link. So
exactly. So it's all about like how you present yourself. So, but from what I've seen from artists, like if it's like colorful, or if it's like they're obviously like, there's some artists that I know that will, when they're working on a project, they'll like archive everything and just like post this, album
Really?
that's coming out. So I'm like, I think that's dope.
Yeah.
Like, that's very. I could never do that because I'm like, that's my pictures.
Yeah.
I post very long time for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and it tells a lot about what you do, what you are as an artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
agree. And then you have a music video shoot coming soon. Today
Yes, in LA.
in LA.
Oh, really? Okay.
nice.
Yeah, we're actually doing it for the single is called "Can't Have It."
Okay.
Okay.
For one, but yes, with Jasmine Crow, we're gonna head over to LA at the end of March, beginning of April, to do the music video over there. I'm super excited for that.
You kind of have a visual of what you're going to be doing.
Oh
with music?
yes,
Oh,
It
it's
sounds
ready.
fun. Is it going to be like a dance vibe as well?
yes,
Nice.
It's
Okay.
very much like. So my whole like EP alone is like very much like women empowerment, but
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like fuck men. Like
Right.
I don't dig that. Like I love men. I think
Yeah.
it's very share. I think men are great. You
Yeah,
know.
Well, that's
But
good.
but it's very much like Can't Have It is about like I hate when I get dressed up or I go somewhere and I know I look cute, but
Yeah.
I do it for myself. I work out to
Yeah.
I can look good. But when I go, there's a lot of menses that are like, why are you looking so cute for me? And I'm like, The fuck? Who are you? I'm so sorry. I didn't get your name. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I'm like, no, I don't even know who you are. Why would I? It's so offensive in a way. It's
to like just assume.
assume that I
Yeah.
would get cute because you're here. Why? Because you're a man.
Yeah.
And I'm a woman with breasts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. So that's basically what it is. Like, you can watch, but you can't have it.
Okay.
You could never have this.
Yeah.
Because I'm married.
Yeah, it sounds dope. It sounds like a good like topic as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be interested. Do you know when it's gonna hit like Apple Music and stuff like that?
Yes. So it's going to drop on all platforms March 12th.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'm super, and then hopefully after that, if the pandemic doesn't continue just getting worse, whatever, then we're definitely going to drop that music video as soon as
Nice.
possible. Because it is going to be super fun, danceable. Like, I think it's just that vibe. And it's very poppy. Something you obviously would maybe even hear like in a clothing store or something. That's what I've been
Okay.
told when I've showed it to people.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, I can fucking hear that's at H&M. Like,
Nice.
this is such a vibe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your overall sound is very like a vibe in general.
Thank
So
you.
it really works for like pretty much all scenarios.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to hear that. And then you're headlining at Queens.
Queens of SA.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm super excited for that show.
So tell us about that. How is that gonna work?
So Prince Bosques is actually he's presenting the show.
Okay.
Jordy is going to be a host. She's a young entrepreneur. She's
Okay.
amazing. She's actually getting these lashes. She does lashes. So,
Nice.
and it's super awesome. Basically, it's a full female lineup
Nice.
of
That's cool.
all the like top tier artists, female artists in San Antonio. It's
Okay.
a free show,
Yeah.
like all ages. What?
It's like a great price.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool. I'm really excited, and I'm actually really honored to be headlining because there's a lot of amazing female artists that are on there. So to be headlining, it's like, okay,
we need more of that in general. So
exactly.
I like that a lot because I know for me, like growing up, concerts like not random concerts, but concerts just happen over the weekend. That's where I would learn about all the local and just
Right.
new music. You know?
Yeah,
Nowadays, I don't think. I mean, I don't do it anymore like that. Now I plan my shows, but
yeah,
you know, growing up, that's where I got into a lot of music.
yeah. No, I think it's great, like you said, to figure out what's new around.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of gems in the rough around here.
It
Yeah.
definitely is. Like we've interviewed a lot of artists, and it's wild how talented a lot of people in San Antonio are.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's definitely some gems here.
Most definitely.
And then they're saying you're working on more material with Clef.
Yes.
Okay. Can you talk about that? Or is
Yes.
it- okay.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was.
That yes was like
Ask me.
yes.
Yeah. So actually, me and Clef have a collab coming up.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
It's weird.
Man, that
Nobody's
dude
talked
stays
about
busy,
that.
bro.
Nobody's.
He's
said
in
they're
LA
doing that.
right now, actually, with Tattoo Lily. They're out there with AJ Hearns and Snow the Product. He's been working with
Okay.
them a lot.
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's constantly busy. If not over there, over here, he's always booked up.
Mm.
But yeah, he's an amazing person. I mean, I honestly can definitely see him like in the Grammys,
Yeah.
if not 2-3 years, like max. I mean,
That's dope.
it'd be ridiculous if he
Yeah.
didn't. He's
Yeah.
such a good genius and everything.
I definitely agree, especially after finding out he produced your album, your EP, because he switched up style, like, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that definitely, like, I've heard different sounds from him, but that's completely different than what I've heard from him in the past.
Produced and wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he writes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
heard he does right as well.
Oh, he's an amazing.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's stupid. I'm
Uh,
almost jealous of him. Almost. I love him. He's really like part of my family at this
Yeah.
point. We're super close, and he's just an amazing person
Yeah.
to get to know.
I have not heard anybody say anything bad. That's wild.
And they do let
sure.
me know. I'll
Yeah.
fuck 'em up, bro. I ain't about that.
So when it comes to, because we talk to a lot of people and everybody's writing process is a little different.
Mhm.
So with yours, is it harder to write to like dance music, or do you already have like an idea and you write to it and then find a beat for it? Like, what's your process?
No, so the process that I've actually like learned is with Clef, because I can't really say I'm like an actual writer. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists, like, I mean, look at Selena. She didn't really write any of her songs.
Yeah.
She's an
Yeah.
icon.
Okay.
So, because I used to be really upset at myself because I was like, dude, put some freaking words together. What the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you can talk all day, but you can't put nothing to rhyme.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm actually still in the learning process of writing.
Okay.
But with Clef, he usually he'll tell me, okay, bring a reference. And I'm like, look, I want to be this kind of artist.
Yeah.
He puts the beat together. Obviously, it's like fire. And then he's like, okay, so what do you want this to be about? And I tell him, like, okay, this is like the lyrics I have. obviously they're trash, but that's okay. And he's like, look, I'll use this. And he's like, Papa, he like puts them, you know, where they need to be.
Yeah.
But I would say like 70%, if not more. I mean, he's writing all my music.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and that's okay because I'm so grateful. I feel like producers don't get the due that they should.
That's true.
You know,
especially on that, because it's not only him doing a lot of the writing, but he's getting your concept across.
Yeah. And
You know?
in the right words. I'm like, because I told him right too. Like I was like, I'm not a very like, yes, I cuss, but I'm not like, I don't like things where it's like I need that dick. Or like I need
like a Cardi-ish.
Yeah,
Or
like a Meg.
Or like a Meg. Yeah. Meg
yeah,
would be better.
it's like I can't. You know,
yeah,
my
it's
son's
too easy.
And there's nothing wrong because I think like it's in a box right now where it's just like those artists are just one dimension right now.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're that
Yeah.
type of artist, that's cool. But for me, I can't. My son would kill me later on in life, and I can't have that. Mom, you fucking embarrass me, bro. So, but he has a way of like my lyrics being where it's like sexual, but like in code.
Yeah,
and I like that.
Nice.
Like, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know why I thought of like 90s boy bands because that's them.
Yeah,
that's them. Like the lyrics sexual unless you know, if you know, like.
But the soccer mom singing it along, like,
and that's cool because it sets you apart without having to like follow everyone else's thing, you know. So that's good. Yeah. And then when it comes to like recording, how long does it normally take you to like do a song on average? Are you like one and done, or do you like tweak it a little bit? How do you do it?
Yeah, no, I mean, usually each song that we and Clef ever done, it takes 3 sessions max, one to build the beat, one to write, and one to sing it, lay it down.
Really?
Yeah,
so
it doesn't.
like,
yeah, I mean, I don't want to brag again.
Just in and out.
But when I lay down my vocals, it's not that tough.
It's done.
We go and we come back, hit the bar up. Yeah, no, it's you know, it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
pretty quick process.
That's cool. Also, I hear that beyond music, you're doing a makeup line.
Yes.
Excited about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's whatever. But no, I'm super excited. We do have a eyeshadow palette coming out in honor of Stop Me, which I have right here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so this is just the prototype.
Yeah.
This is actually going to change because that's what happens with prototypes. You get it in, you're like, oh, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so this is going to be Stop Me. In the back, it has like the ingredients, and it's got my picture and like a little bio and stuff. Yeah. But taken out, this is what it's actually going to look like.
Nice. Okay.
That? So colorful.
I like how it just reminds me of you.
Yeah, like it reminds me of the album and stuff,
like
or the project.
It fits your vibe and everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah. So, and then like it's a simple palette, just like 6 colors total. Oh, come down off. 6 colors.
You had to test the product.
Yeah, so basically like right now they all say Stop Me, but each color is going to be named after a song off the EP.
Nice. That's cool. That's witty.
Including Can't Have It.
Okay.
Because that's a single that's going to be follow up after Stop Me, so that's going to be on here as well. And then we have the highlighter that's there. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. Anybody that knows like makeup, that highlighter is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm super excited about this. I had to test it out because there's a lot of palettes, like especially like the high brand ones that are like chalky. Mm-hmm. They don't pigment. It's not there. Like, and I didn't want that. Yeah. I mean, this isn't like going to be high priced either because I'm just starting off.
Yeah.
But I did want it to branch out, and like these colors are kind of hard to find in a single palette that's not cheap.
Nice.
Okay. So, and they're just like rave colors, you know.
It is. Do you think are you gonna maybe bundle it with your project, or is it gonna sell? Are you gonna sell it separately from like?
Yeah, no, we're gonna sell it separately. Okay. Like at boutiques and stuff online on my website and things of that nature. I want to keep Stop Me alive. I guess kind of the way that people like you were talking about earlier, they're like doing deluxes on their release, but I didn't want to like re-release because that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
To me, no shade to the artist.
It's okay. We've been giving the shade for
a
while.
I know, but I don't do that. Yeah. Not on camera.
Copy paste.
It's so lazy.
So this is kind of like just keeping the EP alive type thing. You know, I want. The EP is very
that's
important
so creative
to me.
Though. Like,
thank you. Yeah. I really I try to do my makeup the best that I can. I always get compliments on it. So I was like, why don't I just try to, I don't ever find these colors. Like I mentioned, I don't find these colors on one palette. I have to get 5 different palettes to find the right colors. So I think this is going to be very helpful to people. And, I have models who have already been trying it out. So when we release it, it's going to be like, bam, 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 bam,
That's what's up.
But yeah, I'm super excited about this. This is like my child. So
when is that expected to release?
This is going to hopefully drop by the end of June.
End of June.
End of June. So summertime festival. Hopefully COVID doesn't slow you down again.
Time.
You need to go to a festival, honey. Boom, got you. You want to go to a concert? You want to go to the club and just look quiet?
Man, I really hope it's open, man, because I miss shows.
I miss them so much. It's almost depressing, and I feel like it's really happening in the music industry. Like there's so many artists right now that are like so depressed. Because that's what we do.
Like a lot of artists I've seen get paid off of tours as well.
Yeah.
And it's like really hitting their pockets.
I still don't know why you don't like concerts.
Stop.
It's not, I never said I hate concerts. I just never been to a concert.
Never?
I haven't either. So
well, we know that. That's without saying.
Yeah. Well, no, not on purpose.
But I've asked this dude on multiple different concerts. He's like, nah, I don't want to go.
I think it would depend on the artist, because if I were to go to a concert, I wouldn't want to go to one that's just like a regular concert.
You can't be picky, man. Like
I would.
You said no to Lupe. That was a great concert. You said
I don't like Lupe as an artist, so I don't want to go nowhere.
Like, but I'm saying like it's like just do it. Like I don't know, understand. Like it's not just do it. Go to a show.
I want it to be special.
Bro,
you should go to a rave.
That's something I would go to. I would go to a rave. I like the colors and stuff. If I would go,
you don't have to do the drugs. I don't.
Well, if I happen to...
Shut up.
He said he wanted it special.
Chris, I could never imagine Chris at a rave.
He's going all in.
He's all in.
I'm just trying to get
using the palette and everything. He's gonna go all in.
Shut up! I'll give it to you for free.
Chris, let me tell you, the highlighter is stupid.
That's wild.
Look, it's still like
still highlighting.
That's crazy.
It's still highlighting. I love that.
Wait,
we'll go to a rave, Chris. We'll go to EDC in Vegas.
I would do that.
Take me with you.
I want to go to EDC.
Like something that's fun. I wouldn't want to just stand around, you know?
Really?
Yeah, they go every year. They camp out.
Ticket.
Yeah, they camp out and they drive out there with their RV and they do it every year. I really want to go to.
I want to do Coachella.
I've never.
Coachella seems dope. I would go there.
That's just a mega concert.
I would go there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Coachella.
Who were your first concerts?
That was outside, so I like to go outside. Yeah, social distance.
But it's a whole like EDC doesn't compare to the two. The two don't compare. They're real.
No.
You go for different reasons to the two.
It was crazy. I've never been to a rave. Like I've been to raves, but not like that scale. Like
multiple
Tomorrowland
days and all that.
Yeah.
What's it called?
There's EDC and then there's like Tomorrowland.
I like that
there's
name.
Uzi.
EDC is like that. For at least the US, like that's the one because it's. I don't know how long it is. It's a week.
Where's it at? Is it like in
It's
Portland?
in Vegas.
It's
Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's literally like this huge, like if you see pictures of it, it looks like some Star Wars shit.
Really?
Like,
yeah. See, like that's where I would go. I wouldn't want to go to Lupe. I want to go somewhere fun.
But I'm saying there's no reason to wait. You're gonna wait till you're just not gonna go because it's like opportunity never comes up.
You know, my first concert was Aventura.
Aventura.
Was it fun?
I don't know. It was like 17. It was okay.
It wasn't memorable. See,
I mean, it was memorable, but it wasn't like.
I'm not a fan of them, so I'm like, I'm not a fan of them. Like, they're real repetitive.
It was a phase. You know, it wasn't like.
Unless it was one of those years they went with Mana, but
no, Enrique was there.
I like Enrique.
Enrique was hot.
He was
good. That's what I meant.
I was mad when we went to a show a couple years ago. He did a Hero in English and not Spanish. I'm like, but like 80% of the songs he did was in Spanish. I'm like, why'd you do a Hero in English? It didn't make sense. And he brought like a girl up and she cried the whole time. I couldn't hear him sing.
Why are you crying, girl? Why are you crying? That's an opportunity.
He made her take a shot to calm down. He's like,
shut up.
Yeah.
It was laced and shit. He would have been canceled if he did that shit these days.
Yeah. He was just promoting his tequila. He's like, take a shot. Hey guys, I'm selling this.
Hey, watch, she threw up right there in front of us.
That's so funny. So before we wrap up, as far as music, the only songs I was able to find on like iTunes were the ones from your latest project.
Yeah.
Do you have other music out there?
I do. They're under Jennifer B.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about? That you thought there was another name?
No, I was literally looking for some.
Yeah, I have a couple singles under Jennifer B, but the reason I don't promote that music, and it's still doing actually really well. One of them just hit over 10K like not long ago, but It's because I feel like that was when I was still trying to find what kind of artist am I? What kind of artist am I? Because I felt like I was more of like this play it safe, like pop, but like I'm not really trying vocally, experimenting. And when I linked up with Clef through my management team, Studio 601, I love them so much. When I linked up with him through them, like literally the first session we ever had, like the way our mind just connected, I felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I want to do like a Jax Jones type record, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. And that's when Dancing in the Dark came out. And ever since then, I was like, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk like this.
You were
like,
unlocked.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check out the music though.
No.
Because look, one thing on the show we talk about a lot is growth when it comes to artists.
Yeah.
You know, we love to see it. Because when we see no growth or like, you know, they're going the wrong way, you know, we talk about it because it's something that, for me at least, tells me that the artist is putting work into the craft.
Yeah.
And then like if I hear like your music and I really, really like it, I'm gonna like want to listen to a lot more, you know.
No, I get it. Yeah, that's why we haven't taken it down. Is because it is part of my past. And just like, I mean, Post Malone's got some cringy videos from back in the day. Like his first single
still got some cringy videos.
But it's a, like you said, like it's about like it's almost, for me, it's like a reminder. Like that's where I started to now. In the matter of like 2 years, you're gonna freak out, honestly. Because you're gonna be like, okay, I could hear like from the Stop Me, I could hear it in here. But it's like, dude, it needs to be amplified, because I get that all the time of how much it changed. Yeah.
And then when do you foresee another project coming out?
Like a actual group of music?
Yeah.
I think we're trying to shoot for like the end of this year. The max. Yeah. Clef's already been talking about doing another one. He's really like on it when it comes to that. I think he's like excited because, like you said, like from the other music that he does with other artists, it's like the hip hop, which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like you said, we have a lot of great talent here. But I feel like I'm like his escape, because he used to do EDM back in the day as well. So and he had a group as well. So yeah, Clef's got a crazy history.
Yeah, he got a group in there.
Yeah, he had a group and everything.
We'll be talking to him.
He was that EDC shirt off, raising.
So when I came on, it was like, yeah, I want to do like this and that. He's like it's like, you're bringing me back, and he just gets so excited. So I think that's why he's like, okay, the next one is gonna have to happen like soon.
That's cool.
Yeah. So with your current project, what is your favorite song on here?
How dare you?
It was hard for me too, so I can only imagine.
I don't know. I would probably say Stop Me, because that one is actually more on. I went into the studio and I was telling Cliff, like, man, like even during like making the EP, I was still having trouble like caring what people thought about me and like my music, and you know, like I don't know, my look, like I just cared so fucking much. And I told him, and I was like, maybe I had a beer that day, I don't know, I was just like, I'm so tired of this shit, like I'm so done. Like people were telling me, the same time people were telling, like giving me like criticism about like how I'm a mother. And like, yeah, people, this whole like culture needs to stop. Like, especially like, Cardi B is the perfect example. Again, I'm not one to do what she does, but it shows like she's a mother, but she's still doing what she loves to do, and she don't give two shits. Like, why can't I be like that? You know? So in a way, like I'm a classy person, but at the same time, like I know how to look cute, and I don't do it raunchy, so why the fuck are you caring? Type of thing. It just pissed me off, and that's why I feel like Stop Me even has like a different way of singing. It's not like so much the sauciness, it's also like anymore. You know what I mean? Like it was just so much fun to make it that day, because I felt like I was finally releasing. Like, y'all can't stop me, so shut you know what I mean? Stop talking about me. And so ever since then, I feel like Stop Me is the one I always want to show, because it just, to me, shows so much difference.
That's dope. I can't pick one. They're all pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
Yeah, they're all pretty dope.
It's a hype project.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. So your current EP's out. It's called Stop Me.
Yes.
Definitely check it out if y'all haven't heard it, which is weird.
Thank you.
And then you got new songs coming out. Got your collab coming out.
The makeup coming out.
Got the makeup.
Yeah.
I have to buy one for the wifey when they come out.
Yes, most definitely. I'll hook you guys up.
Buy one for myself.
Yeah, of course.
I'll help you apply it.
Hell yeah.
He don't know music, but he knows shades.
He knows how to highlight.
Right. And before we wrap up, where can people check us out at, Roy?
Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else you can hear podcasts. If you want to interact with us, turn up the mic podcast on IG and Facebook.
Yeah. And no matter where y'all listening to, we appreciate y'all listening. Let's turn up the mic. Goodbye.